Georgie. I hope everyone's had a good week. I can't believe the weekend has already come to an end and we're at Sunday evening. Well, I mean, it's only 4:30 here, but it feels like evening already because the lights just or the sun just goes down so much earlier. We're really officially in fall, which I can't believe. George, should we do a little playtime today? What do you think about that, George? Hey, Russell, good to see you. Hey, James, so good to see you again. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my water. We got Georgie here. We got Eleanor over here. Hey, Ash, so glad you made it in. Hi, Diane. Oh, Eleanor's coming to check out what's going on. I think she's hoping that today will be a treats day, but if you guys are in our live stream last weekend, you know what happens sometimes when we do treats and Eleanor gets too excited. So no treats today. George, look there, she's just all prepared for treats. She's like, please, I promise I won't have a hairball and cough it up again. Ooh, you got a dirty eye, Eleanor. You got some boogers in your eye. You got some little eye boogers. Didn't really get that out very well. Let's try that again. Let's get that eye booger again. You got eye boogers, Eleanor. Oh, let's fix that. Oh, oopsies. Mom's fussing around with her too much. Yeah, always got to be careful with the food, James, because Eleanor goes a little nuts sometimes, and then they both have really sensitive stomachs. The big thing with Eleanor is that she does what we call scarf and barf. So she eats really, really fast, and then she regurgitates it or kind of vomits it up. Yikes. Hi, Pratik. Ooh. I had a bagel this morning with scallion cream cheese, and I can still feel it in my stomach, like coming up. The scallion, the onion flavor. I got a new toy a couple weeks ago that I have out to play today with George and Eleanor. It's like has this kind of like fleecy, feltish material on it. It happens to you too, yeah. Hi, girl. So what has everyone been up to this weekend? Did anyone have interesting plans they want to share with the chat today? Our weekend was pretty chill, pretty boring. We watched a lot of TV. So I'd love to hear what all of you guys were up to. Sir George is right over here, Pratik. Hey, Mitsuki. Wow. Hi, girly girl. Let's see if she's interested in playing with this at all. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched like Disney Channel original movies back in the day, but this toy, this ribbon toy, kind of makes me think of Cadet Kelly. Hey Kai, this is Lady Eleanor here, and then the mostly brown one is Sir George. Ooh, see, Eleanor likes to play with the wand portion. Hi, she likes to play with the actual stick part. Girly girl. It's a girly girl. You gonna come play with it? She is a ragdoll, Sam Boy. They're both ragdolls. Eleanor is a blue lynx point bicolor ragdoll. So that's just her color and pattern. Blue is because she's gray. And you can see her back. Those of you guys that come into our live streams a lot, you'll notice her back is looking a lot more gray instead of beige. It gets all beige in the summer, and then in the winter when it starts to cool down, her coloring turns more gray. Ooh, a lilac ragdoll. Those are quite rare. Hey, Vitan. Mitsuki, they are 3 years old. He is a meatball. I don't know how to say your name. Exidriza. Hey, we DIY. Oh, George is checking out the catnip rainbow that's up on the shelf over there. They are 3 years old, Vitan. Oh, thanks so much, Roblox boy. Kitty cat block coming in with the with the reading comprehension for everyone. 9 cats. Oh, I'm jealous. I would love to have more cats. We just don't have space for them here. Oh, that's so cute, Random Things. Hi, Tasha. George is checking out the window. It's been a nice day, so I've got the window open for them. 19, that's insane. Hey, Dino Maniac. Shannon, you said that the one that's on the floor is your dream cat. That's Eleanor. If she comes back over, I'll give another shot of her. Hey, Malaya. 2 weeks old, that must be a lot of work. They require like constant feeding, don't they? Ooh, British short hairs are gorgeous. I'm partial to long-haired cats. I love British long-haired cats too. I think those are so pretty. But I love their big round eyes. Oh my gosh, you live in a zoo, Tashia. Yeah, we usually stream once a week, Dino Maniac, usually on Sundays in the afternoon. I used to do kind of like around 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, but the problem now, you guys, is it's fall. It's starting to get dark a lot earlier, so I'm having to move our live stream up times a little bit because we can't be filming in the dark, you guys. Yeah, lots of feeding sounds about right. Same here, random things. Once we open the window, George and Eleanor like to go check it out and sniff it. Our window only opens just like an inch or two, so there's no risk of them ever hopping out or anything like that, which is good. So I let them sniff the fresh air. It's nice for them. We have 2 cats, Hannah. Yeah, with 19 cats, I would assume many would be rescues. That makes a lot of sense. Ooh, an African gray parrot. How cool. Look, George is getting a good sniff out the window. You getting a good sniffy sniff, George? You getting a good sniffy sniff? Is anyone cooking outside and you can smell the food? Sometimes you can get really good smells of what other people in the building are cooking, or there are restaurants near us and you can smell their kitchen. So sometimes if like the breeze hits just right, you get a good like wafting of good smelling food. Well, we do have lights to help with the dark, James, but sometimes it's just nicer and easier for you guys to see when there's like good sunshine out. So the quality of the lighting isn't as good if I have to use the lamps to light the place up. Yeah, there are a lot of work. I mean, well, short hairs can be a lot of work too, JJF4231, but there's something about long hairs that I love. I love their big, fluffy bodies. Ooh, a German Shepherd. Those are wonderful dogs. Big dogs. I love a big dog. Hi, Georgie boy. Look at George's little tail going swish, 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 swish. He's all curious right now. I don't know where Eleanor went. Eleanor is hiding somewhere. Can I bring them closer? If they come over, I'll show them closer. Want to give him his space. I can tell by his swishing tail that now would not be the time to go over and irritate George. If I go over up in his business, he might leave us completely. So I gotta respect his boundaries. Tara, they are ragdolls. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Paxi. Hi, Eliana. Thanks so much, Nature's Secrets. George looks like a big, like, pillow, like a big fluff, just a big poof over there. He's in his loaf position. He doesn't usually loaf too much. Hi, Increase Zone Knowledge. 5 ragdolls. Lucky you, Vuitton. Hey, Just a Girl. Yes, he is. A good tuna mayo one. Hey, Knights of Miru. Yeah, the tail can say many things. Sometimes I can tell that the tail is like agitation. Oftentimes the tail is just out of curiosity or letting me know that he's listening to me. But it definitely means that he's engaged. So it's usually not a sign of like I'm super relaxed and like ready for cuddles or anything like that. Hey, Lavender, so good to see you again. Hey, AB Animation. Tara, they are ragdolls. Well, I'm glad you caught us at the right time, AB Animation. George right now is just sniffing out the window. I'm not smelling anything good, you guys, right now, but George has much better scent than we do. Thanks, Knights of Miru. Oh, that is so sweet, Dino Maniac. Some cats are just really totally good with being handled and picked up and cuddled, and others like a little bit more space and distance. So I kind of, have to go off their body language to figure out what they want. Oh, here comes Georgie. Here comes Georgie boy. Colin, that's a cute name. Chloe is cute. Increase own knowledge. We're from the United States. Georgie boy. He does look plump. He's going to be looking even fluffier and fluffier as we get deeper into fall and into winter, because his winter coat's going to come in. And George is going to have to, field off allegations that he's not of a proper weight. But I promise it's just a lot of fluff. Hi. Yep, we have gone on a few walks this fall already, Lavender. Trying to do short ones so that they get used to being outside again. They don't particularly love walks, so it's about, trying to get them used to it and desensitize them in a sense. Oh, yeah, hi, George. But I don't like to, push it and go on and do too much that gets them upset or bothered. Oh, there's the Georgie. There's the Georgie. He's very good at body language, El Callado. Thanks, Ritos Fitness Cuerpo y Mente. Oh, Lavender, I don't do it on live stream. I wouldn't live stream that with my cats, so you didn't miss anything. It's just something that I do, just us. Well, by winter coat, I mean his furry, fluffy coat of his own fur, not an actual clothes. But yeah, he does look really cute in his winter fluffy coat. Extra poofy. Oh, thanks for subbing. Chloe is cute. Hi, George. You're a good boy. You're a very good boy. We just got this toy a couple weeks ago, and they really seem to like it. It's like this feltish, kind of fleecy ribbon type material. Hey, Amazing Goose Soup. Hey, Cosmo. Oh, thanks for subbing, Tashia. All right, there's like a knot in this that I want to get out. There's a knot in here. Oh, Eleanor's using the litter box. That's going to get George all excited. We'll see if she comes zooming out. It doesn't matter if she goes number 1 or number 2. She always comes zooming out the litter box. Hey, Cacao, good to see you. Hey, Bridget. Thanks for subbing, Cosmo. Yeah, I can just call you Chloe. Sorry. I was just reading off the usernames. Hi, George. Hey, Deborah. Welcome in from England. It must be getting kind of late over there. Nighttime over in England. And early evening, end of the afternoon over here. Hey, Hirmani. Blue Marble. George is 3 years old. Oh, here she comes. Here comes the Zoom after the litter box. 2 cats. We've got 2 cats. Hey, McKenna. Look at that swishy tail from Eleanor. She's... Oh, George. Oh, there they go. Oh, I think Eleanor peed. I can smell it. No, actually, that's just the scents from outside. Oh, are they going to get into a fight over there? Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Oh, here he comes. Georgie, you coming back to me? You coming back to me, Georgie? Hi, buddy. Ooh, yeah, I'd love to hear what people are dressing up for Halloween. That's a great question, Lavender. George and Eleanor will not be dressing up, so we want to know what you guys are dressing up as. Live vicariously through all of you. I found this great costume that is so classic George of like some chicken wings in a chicken bucket, and that just made me think of George so much that you can get on Chewy. But George is not a fan of dressing up, so we won't be doing Halloween costumes. Minions, that's so cute. Yeah, I love that jellyfish idea too. I don't know who Art the Clown is, but clowns can be pretty scary, so that sounds like a good costume, Luna Amethyst. Welcome in, Doodle from England. Georgie. Hi. Hey, Noodles and Sprout. horror movie character. Well, that sounds about right, being a clown. George. George. George is totally, that would be a great addition to that series, Emma. George is definitely gives pumpkin vibes. Hi. Hi, George. You gonna play with this or no? Hey, Benj. Let's see if I'm. Oh, we got a motorcycle outside that George just turned his head to listen to. So many noises outside, George. Having the window open helps them get a little bit more acclimated to the noises for when we go on walks. I mean, it's not nearly as loud as when we're actually out there, but even with our window shut, you can hear a lot, but with the window open, it's quite noisy. So I hope like having the window open is a good way for them to get used to the noises while still feeling safe and comfortable in their own environment. Yes, animals with human names. I love that too, Luna. That's why I went with George and Eleanor. Hi, girl. Oh. Hi, Eleanor. Hello, girl. No, James, Eleanor's not a fan of getting dressed up either. She'll wear collars and stuff, so that's why like I can put her in like little bows and necklaces and things like that. But full-on costumes she would not like. No, they definitely haven't put on weight, AB Animation. They're 13 pounds. They've weighed about the same for the past full year. Hey, Hobby, thanks for joining in. Hey, Lex, good morning. What does his fur feel like? His fur is super like squishy and dense. It's just like very puffy and thick fur. But they're both quite fluffy. Eleanor's fluff is a little bit different. She is like very smooth, like very silky. Yeah, you're very smooth and silky. And George's is like a very thick, dense fur, but Eleanor's is a lot thinner. Oh, George is coming out to check on this again. Oh, you're a vet. Well, then that makes a lot of sense for all the animals. Hi. Ooh, oops, that was a mistake, George. I did not mean to do that to you. I am so sorry. I did not mean to disrespect you like that, George. Hi, Georgie. What you sniffing? What you sniffing? How are they with dogs? Amazing Goose Soup wants to know. They're okay. George is pretty scared. Eleanor is not too scared of dogs, but again, we haven't run into a dog in a very long time. It's been almost 2 years, so I don't know how she would do now because she was a lot more brave when she was younger as a kitten, and as she's gotten older, she's become a little bit more of a fraidy cat. So, you know, even though she did really well with the dog and was like very curious last time, that was like 2 years ago when she was a lot younger. Yeah, George is like 90% floof. Look, he likes playing with the actual rod part of the wand too instead of the actual toy. No, they don't really attack, Strawberry. Oh, thanks so much, Luna Amethyst. Thanks, Riley. Georgie. Oh. Oh, you gonna get it? You gonna get it, George? No, I don't think that we have any plans for getting a new cat in the future. We just don't have enough space where we live right now. But what do you guys think? If we got a third cat, what name do you guys think would go well with George and Eleanor? I'd be curious to know what you guys think. Oh, thanks so much, Jennifer, for saying that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, violent, but like the sweetest form of violence. Henry would go great with George and Eleanor, I think, because it would definitely have to be another human name. I like human names. That is so right, James. I mean, they wouldn't even have to dress up, and George is automatically a pillow, and of course Eleanor is a queen. Floofy McFlooferson, I mean, if I got another floofy cat, that could work. Lila if a girl. That's cute too. Ooh, Lucy or Zach. I like the name Zach. I haven't heard of a cat named Zach before. I kind of like that idea. Hey, Naomi or girl. Guardiates. George is 3 years old. Hi. You showing everyone your blue eyes? George, you showing everyone your big blue eyes? Frank. I love the name Frank. Frank would be great. Thanks, Jason. Oh, George. He's like, no, I'm done. I'm done. Look at that floof. Look at that tail. I always say he has a raccoon tail because you can really see those stripes really well on his tail right now. Hi, George. Oh. Oh. Fred would be cute. I mean, and Fred would go with George. Fred is also a family member's name of mine, though, so I don't know if I could actually name them Fred. Gilbert and Marita. I love, or Merida, Marita. That's like from the movie Brave, which I love. Bags and boxes. We love bags and boxes, too. Yeah, he is part tabby. So tabby is just actually a pattern, not really a breed of cat. Tabby just means they have stripes, and George has stripes, so he is technically tabby. Hi. They are ragdoll cats, Kate. Gulliver, like Gulliver's Travels. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. You sweet girl. She loves her scratches. She loves getting her neck scratched. You love getting your neck. Oh, okay, I stop. I stop. I stop. Oh, very nice. Very nice, Eleanor. George. George isn't as big of a fan of petting. Like he loves cuddles. He loves hanging out with me, but sometimes petting is not his favorite. He has like very sensitive skin on his back, so I think that's part of it. Hiccup, that's so cute. Hiccup makes me think of How to Train Your Dragon. I love that movie. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on the chat here. Yeah, those could be good names, Timon. Although usually for cats, I prefer human names. Elizabeth is a perfect name. Elizabeth is totally the vibe, James, because like I said, I like human names for cats, and I kind of like the whole, you know, just them sounding very like dignified, right? Like Eleanor feels like a dignified name. Elizabeth feels like a dignified name. Hey, Kissy Cat, so good to see you. Thank you so much for the donation. We really, really appreciate it. How have you been? We haven't been live as frequently, Kissy Cat, so I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while. Your cat's preferred method is just existing in the same room. Exactly. I feel like that's a very common way of showing affection. I think a lot of people are like, oh, cats aren't affectionate, but they all just show their affection in their own way, right? So I think that cats like following you into the room or cats wanting to hang out with you, that's like a real sign of love. Oliver would definitely be cute. Patricia would be a fabulous name. Hi. George. He's not sleeping though because look, he's got his little tail going. Eleanor's busy doing some grooming. Doing some grooming, aren't you, Eleanor? Got to keep that beautiful fluffy tail nice and clean. Hey, Rachel. Yeah, I have you know what? I have a list of names that I like for George and Eleanor. I had considered at one point calling Eleanor Poppy, like the flower. But when I saw her like as a kitten, it was just so clear that she was an Eleanor to me. Oh, congrats, Eve. That's so exciting. I love that you're also getting an older one, you know, adults and well, she's still, or he is still a kitten at 9 months old, but you know, more grown cats need homes too, not just the kittens. I can't make them meow, Buwan, if they meow on their own. it might happen. Actually, I have a new video on Instagram right now where both of them meow in the video. So if you check that out, you can see their meows. But I'm not able to make them meow on command. I couldn't do Ellie, Naomi, your girl, because Eleanor is, I mean, I don't call Eleanor Ellie, but sometimes I call her Miss Ellie B, but I can't have another, L name. I don't really know to the question about is it better to get pets in pairs. You guys can chime in if you have experience. I wanted to get George and Eleanor to be together like close in age as siblings so that they would have someone to grow up with and hang out with when we're not at home. So that's been really successful for us, having the two of them together. Ooh, George sees something. Look at those blue eyes on George. But it really depends. Some cats thrive really well on their own. Yeah, of course, Eve. I'm so glad it worked out for you. August. I love the name August. For rabbits. Oh, yeah. Some animals are really, really social creatures. That's a good point. Ooh, lilac and blue. Lilac is such a rare color. It must be so beautiful. Yeah, I really like the name Henry, Tashi. I'm sorry, I'm like probably pronouncing it terribly. Oh, well, tell your mom I say thank you, Rachel. Tips for getting a ragdoll, Aveline. My tips are to get pet insurance as soon as possible before there are any health issues. And then to get them used to being handled and groomed. So pick them up a bunch. Get them used to being combed, like we have our comb here. Get them used to having their nails trimmed. Get them used to hearing the sounds of the clippers, so if you have to do any sanitary shaves. That's my biggest advice is pet insurance and get them used to being groomed. Teeth brush, combing, all of that. Thanks, Ibrahim. Thanks, Amber. Oh my gosh, Angelica, good to see you. We haven't seen you in such a long time. They are indoor cats, Buwan. Hey, Louis or Louie the dog. Oh, thanks so much for the donation, Angelica. We really, really appreciate it. Always so grateful for your support. Muffin. Muffin is cute. George looks like a muffin to me, don't you think? Thanks so much, Kissy Cat. Yeah, I think George and Eleanor suit them perfectly for their names. I feel like they both are kind of regal, but like George also sometimes sounds a little bit goofy, and I feel like George is a bit of a goofy cat. And then I think just Eleanor is just such a, perfect princess name for this princess over here. Oh, thanks, Angelica. I know Noodles and Sprout. Here, I'll show them better. Here, this was just from combing Eleanor's chest and her beard today. I comb them every day, and there's just always so much hair that comes up. They are sleepy. Are they siblings? No, I got George first, Kate. You got it. Well, I have no idea what they should wear for their first Halloween, Louie, but they're Chewy. I was checking out all of the costumes on Chewy, and there are a bunch of super, super cute Halloween costumes for pets there. So that's a good spot to look at. Hi, Hannah. How much hair gets everywhere? I mean, one of these days I'm going to make a YouTube video where I haven't vacuumed in like 2 weeks and then just show you guys how much hair comes up. I mean, there's hair everywhere. Isn't that right, girl? There is hair everywhere because of you guys. Hair absolutely everywhere. Kitsy Cat, that's a really good question. They got along pretty well pretty quickly. Like they would spend time, but I don't know how bonded George and Eleanor are. They don't really cuddle a whole ton together. Sometimes they'll groom one another. They definitely play fight a lot, and sometimes they fight. So I never really felt like, oh, okay, they've officially bonded and they're, best friends. We never really got to that stage, but we also never had an issue where there was, a supreme amount of tension and they didn't get along at all. So it's not really a good answer to your question, Kissy Cat, but I hope You get the gist. I would say, you know, we kept them separate for a little over a week. We kept the door shut, and then we did a slow introduction and interaction between the two of them. And, you know, within their first meetings, they were comfortable with each other. So that was really, really good. But it is a lot easier when they're kittens. They both met as kittens. They are 3 years old, Noodles and Sprout. Just trying to catch up with the chat here. Oh, 100% Emma. I could knit like sweaters, blankets. I could knit a whole carpet that would cover my whole apartment. We have so much hair. Yeah. What year is it? It is 2025. It's 2025, Eleanor. Hi. You're such a good girl. She's the best girl. Oh, Tasha. Okay. My bad. Hey, Reedwan. Good to see you. Yeah. You know what? I was like really fooled by George and Eleanor when I first got them, because as kittens, they didn't really shed that much. They had like this finer hair and they weren't super fluffy. And so I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be so manageable. Like the hair issue is not going to be a problem at all. And then by the time they were like 1.5 years old, they really started shedding. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to die in this mountain of hair. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're allergic. Yeah, Eleanor's often looks pretty sleepy, but she does look like she's ready. She looks like she's ready for a good long nap right now. Are you ready for a nap? Yes, you are. The princess. George looks like he's ready for a nap too. Well, my battery is about to die and both cats seem like they're pretty sleepy, so we're gonna sign off. But thank you guys so much for joining in. A special thanks to Angelica and to Kissy Cat for the donations. Again, so grateful for your guys' support. And we will see everyone next weekend. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.